Hello, everyone. You are live with Johnathan Maness, aka the One-Leg Bandit, and I am so glad to be back here with you. It's been a little bit of a break, and I'm getting back in a routine. Today, I'm having a product talk with CEO Mickey Dyevich of Offloading Technologies. He's going to talk a little bit today about the OXY-MAT, and I'm telling you, this is a product that changes veterans' lives. And you know, everybody that's been with me through all my series knows that I'm always looking for the highest quality products for the best possible price. And this fits both of those guidelines. And, you know, it's just amazing how we're changing the VA. We're making every dollar count, and we're not wasting any dollars at the VA. We're ensuring that all the money that's being spent at the VA is being spent on high quality products. So everybody just sit back and relax. It'll be a 30-minute stream. We're going to go over a lot of great topics here with Mickey. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him in now.
Well, hello, folks. Hey, Johnathan, how are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time here today. And if you would, please let everyone know a little bit about Offloading Technologies and yourself.
Well, great. Yeah, thanks again for allowing me to share my story, which I love to share. Yeah, I am the CEO of Offloading Technologies. We've been in business for over 8 years. And what we've essentially done is we've created a new scientific method to assess and/or measure the performance of therapeutic support surfaces that's never been done before. And again, a little background on where I'm coming from. I've been in the support surface industry for 30 years. Anything and everything that I've ever represented was always allocated towards pressure ulcer management, prevention of pressure ulcers. But for all the years that I've been in this industry, and this goes back 12 years, there was nobody or any other prior company that ever did any research that delved into the only two methods of weight redistribution. We either alternate the body or we float the body with a low LOS mattress. So what I did was put together a scientific protocol with my medical director, who happens to be Dr. Bok. And he spent 30 years at Castle Point VA Medical Center as the chairman of surgical services. He also was the chief of the Spinal Cord Unit, and he's dedicated his life to spinal cord injury and pressure ulcer management. So he and I came up with the idea of relying on some hard science to once and for all investigate these only two methods. And the critical issue at hand here is for all clinicians, they are concerned with when a patient lies on a therapy bed, how well is the deep tissue oxygenated next to the bone? So we relied on infrared oximetry that enabled us to use real patients, lay people, while they were lying on either alternating pressure mattresses or equalized mattresses, and in real time and non-invasively, continually measure blood flow and deep tissue oxygen while they're lying in the mattress. And that's never been done before.
And this is what really makes me excited. Let everyone know the facts out there that you found when you've done this testing. This will blow their minds.
Yeah, early in my career, I represented numerous companies that offered alternating pressure mattresses. And I always believed that that was the most optimal method to prevent and/or treat a pressure ulcer. But once I started to do the research, my opinion changed very quickly. Alternating pressure mattresses, if you can follow what I'm saying, only support the body in two dimensions. When you lie on alternating pressure, those inflated cells are inflated to the point where it's about 70 millimeters of mercury. So the human body only is supported length and width. There's very little envelopment, very little immersion. Contrast that with equalized surfaces where the body is uniformly supported, length, width, and depth, because we all have depth through our natural symmetry. And so under those conditions, when we were able to measure alternating pressure mattresses with infrared oximetry, each and every time the cell inflated, which is only 3 inches wide, it would impale the muscle tissue against the bone and completely collapse the blood flow. Contrast that to equalized surfaces. That never occurs because the body is supported in that three-dimensional format, able to accommodate the natural symmetry of that person's anatomy, most importantly, the muscle tissue that surrounds the bony prominence, as close to unloaded tissue. And underneath that scenario, the blood flow is never obstructed, never occluded. And over a test period, we measured significantly more blood flow and tissue oxygen. So repeatedly through science, we were satisfied that the optimal method is equalized weight redistribution. And having said that, science has given us the path to engineer and design a non-powered support surface that does not rely on motors, blowers, electrical consumption, end user intervention. Because for 4 years, we went to the consumer world and procured all these pressure relieving materials, built prototype mattresses, many, and always used infrared oximetry as the benchmark by which to measure our success or failure in designing a therapy bed that can exceed the performance of powered products. And that's a huge departure. Having said that, we've also patented this method, which we call oxygen saturation technology. It also does combine interface pressure mapping with infrared oximetry, because many clinicians still ask the question, what about pressure maps? And I would say, what about it? Pressure maps only tell you the pressure that the body interfaces with the therapy. Infrared oximetry is showing you the tissue perfusion in the tissue surrounding bony prominences, and that's what clinicians really want to know. Are we getting our money's worth by purchasing an OXY-MAT? And the science is irrefutable. And then here's the other key element here. We're able to use this technology and compare the performance of an OXY-MAT versus a mattress that costs 10 times the amount, $10,000, $12,000 therapy mattresses versus the OXY-MAT, which is price commensurate to a consumer grade mattress of $1,500. So without the scientific evidence, many clinicians would have maybe an issue of taking the bold leap of faith to trial the OXY-MAT for prevention and or treatment. But the irrefutable scientific white paper that we have, peer reviewed, has opened so many doors. But most importantly, we offer no obligation clinical trials for clinicians to experience the technology and or patients to experience the immense amount of comfort. OXY-MAT is the most comfortable. Yeah.
That's the key thing right there, Mickey. The comfort level that you get with the overall effectiveness of this mattress and the price point. When you don't have a blower, when you don't have different moving parts, electricity, your price is down lower. It just makes sense. So the overall value for the OXY-MAT is through the roof. It's by far the best mattress out there for the dollar on the planet that I have seen, and that's my opinion. Maybe it's better medical, but I see a lot. We do a lot with the VAs, and we know what's really going on out there. So for everyone out there that's watching, it may not be a clinician, may not be a VA. Hit the highlights of your product, of the OXY-MAT. Let's go over it from the bare minimum, so people who've never heard of it before know what you're talking about and what we're getting into.
Yeah. So again, the OXY-MAT is classified as a non-powered advanced therapeutic support surface as per Medicare coding. We submitted our specs to CMS Medicare, and they agreed with our scientific and clinical evidence that the OXY-MAT is the functional equivalent of any powered low air loss mattress at such an affordable rate. It has been utilized for prevention. It's been utilized for chronic intractable pain, patients that are in dire pain, burn units in the ICU environment, and it's also been utilized in countless nursing homes. One cute story I'd like to share. Our very first clinical trial was the New York State Veterans Home, and I was their provider for rental therapy beds for 10 years. I got a service call, and my service technician was unavailable. I made the call. I drove 95 miles one way to plug a alternating pressure mattress back into the wall socket. So I challenged the DON at that precise moment to clinically trial the OXY-MAT in place of the powered alternating pressure mattress. I gave the DON 5 OXY-MATs to clinically trial for as long as she likes to fully experience the technology. At the end of 3 months, she handed me the PO for 320 OXY-MATs, full house-wide conversion of the New York State Veterans Home, and that's 8 years ago, and they're still running strong. She also handed me back all the rental beds that I had provided them over the last 10 years, which were costing them $19 a day rental, daily rental. So I saved them significant money. the increase in patient comfort, patient satisfaction scores were through the roof. So it's out there in a big way for 8 years across the United States. And I like to add that it's wholly and fully made in the good old US of A.
Yes, and that's very important to the VA. You know, we need U.S. made products, and I stand behind U.S. made products. Now, we've spoke about this, Mickey. When you're trying to heal, when you're trying to get better from any type of injury, the number one most important thing is that you are actually resting. You're actually comfortable when you're in that bed. You're confined to that bed. You want to be able to get some good rest. The OXY-MAT has some benefits there. Go ahead and let us know about the benefits that you're seeing with everyone in the VA and everywhere that the OXY-MAT is placed.
Yep. So that's a critical aspect of the recovery of any patient. And from prior experience with the power products that I used to provide as a rental company, first and foremost, I would rely on all of these surfaces that I made available to any of our facilities. And I have to say, very few approached the level of comfort that I found, I would say, was suitable for my needs. And it's critical for patients to have comfort and restorative sleep. Biologically, there are some wonderful things that happen to the human body while we enjoy deep REM sleep. Growth hormones are produced, enabling for cellular repair to occur. And in all of our clinical trials, we warn the clinician that once you give the OXY-MAT to any one of your residents, if you expect to retrieve it from underneath them to give to another resident, that will not occur, because they'll tell you that I will not relinquish the OXY-MAT until I am discharged, because it is the most comfortable surface I've experienced while in your institution. So comfort has always been overlooked in the power therapy bed market. So comfort is vital for us at home, and it's certainly vital for patients in the facility.
And let's talk about cleanliness and reuse. I mean, this is not something that you have to, you know, change out every time that there's a patient. You have to clean it, of course, but this product is outstanding and very easy to clean, correct?
Well, that's correct. As I mentioned, New York State Veterans Home, they have OXY-MATs for 8 years. We've only had to replace 4 covers because, again, the quality and the workmanship that go into the OXY-MAT is just superlative. The cover is a 4-way stretch urethane cover. It allows for the patient to immerse, and the cover stretches in 4 directions, which also aids in accommodating the symmetry of that patient's body. It's bacterial static, so it inhibits the growth of bacterium. It can be topically cleansed and washed and sanitized with routine housekeeping solutions and protocols, diluted bleaching agents. So facilities do not have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to sanitizing the OXY-MAT. It has carry handles, so housekeeping can pick up an OXY-MAT off a bed frame. If they need to store it or to deliver it to another bed frame, it's easily accomplished. One other unique aspect of the OXY-MAT, I need to bring this up because one of the most challenging bony prominences that is most at risk of pressure ulcer formation is the heel. If you grab hold of your heel, you will feel that there's no subcutaneous fatty tissue. You're into bone within millimeters. And having said that, by design, it resembles a ball peen hammer. Small surface area, oftentimes driven into the surface of a therapy bed. A brilliant idea of a friend of mine who was the woundostomy nurse in a major medical center in New York City, Mount Sinai Medical Center, recommended that I figure out a way to incorporate a calf pillow within the OXY-MAT, and I succeeded. When patients lie on the OXY-MAT, I'm able to slide a piece of paper underneath the heel of those residents or patients. So we provide maximum protection against any pressure ulcer formation on the calcaneum or the heel of that resident. And in fact, in one of our major clinical trials, New York Presbyterian, they were able to eliminate heel booties while residents or patients were lying on the OXY-MAT. And that's an industry first. But I will caution, if a patient is in the fetal position, contracted in a ball, and if they are physically driving their heel into a surface, you will need an additional AFO or heel booty to offload that pressure.
Well, one other thing we should hit here is the custom sizes. The OXY-MAT is also eligible or can be made into custom sizes. And if you would please elaborate on that.
That's correct. I've made numerous custom-sized OXY-MATs for veterans that are being discharged out of facilities to meet their needs in the home environment. Many of these patients might have a fully adjustable electric bed, and they have the desire to share the same bed with their spouse. So we would either make a full king or a queen, but mostly these fully electric beds are segmented, so the bed can articulate on either side. So if one spouse wants to sit up and read a book, that is fine. Or if the need is just for a king or a queen by itself, we've done it. We have the OXY-MAT in many spinal cord units throughout many hospitals throughout the United States, and we routinely get orders for home care. But in the VA, it would be the prosthetic and orthotics department that would initiate that type of order. So yes, that is also a great feature of the OXY-MAT. We're able to accommodate patients' needs in the home environment.
Well, I just want to add here, I've had the benefit of getting to lay on this mattress at different demos, and I just want to tell you, I've never felt anything like it. It encompasses your whole body. You feel wonderful, and this thing that he's describing about your heel, it's made, and it has a nice little. Can you help me describe it, Mickey? The way that the heel is inlaid in the mattress, and let everyone listening know what that's doing there.
Yes. So one of the advantages of the design of the OXY-MAT is that we can manipulate the densities of these various pressure reliever materials in such an architecture that it dials in, offloading the areas of the patient's body that cannot tolerate undue pressure, and we can dramatically offload the pressure on those bony prominences that are most at risk. And that's the beauty of being able to, again, engineer an architecture with these various pressure reliever materials, but then most importantly, measure and validate our success with infrared oximetry, which again is the new yardstick by which we can now measure the performance of any therapy bed, measuring blood flow and oxygen, because in the final analysis, if the tissue does not have adequate tissue perfusion, the tissue is at risk of pressure ulcer formation. So again, the heel calf pillow coupled with the heel section, which resembles the Rojo C cushion. By design, the Rojo C cushion does a very good job of enveloping the bony prominence, the ischiums, while paralyzed veterans sit in a wheelchair. But it does have some faults because it needs to be maintained for proper inflation every 30 or so days. But the individual pod design, we replicated it, and it's incorporated into the OXY-MAT in the heel section. And then slightly above that is the calf pillow. So we're mechanically transferring the tissue load to the most pressure tolerant area of the leg, which is the calf muscle. And it works beautifully.
Well, I tell you, Mickey, it's just every veteran that I've talked to on this mattress just absolutely love it. And I know it was created from a doctor at the VA and with yourself. And I just know how much the OXY-MAT and Offloading Technologies really does care about our veterans. And you know, a lot of people that's watch me, you'll go back and see through all my videos and all my partners. You know, I've always been looking for partners that have the same type of mission. And I just want everyone out there to know that Offloading Technologies truly cares 100% about the veterans, the VA hospital, and everyone that's out there. I mean, you know, as a whole, they service everyone, but their bread and butter, their heart is with the VA. So if you have any questions, I am going to post Mickey's email address, direct contact information, everything, so you can ask him any questions you need. You can also email me at the1legbandit at Maness Veteran Medical. I will get any questions to Mickey. We are here to support you. As Mickey was saying, you do offer free in-service. You will put the mattress wherever it needs to be. So in other words, you back at 110% for however long they need to try it out, correct?
No clinical trials.
Beautiful. And that's when you know you're dealing with top quality product. You know, when they're willing to say, hey, look, lay on this mattress. Let your veterans lay on it, and it backs itself up every single time. So all my clinicians out there, all my VAs that's watching and will be watching this, spread the word. Get the OXY-MAT in there. Give it a chance. you can get, sometimes 4 to 10 mattresses for the price of one mattress, depending on what you're going with there. And that is value. That is what Maness Veteran Medical is doing. We are definitely ensuring that the VA knows how to use the dollars the right way, and you're not just spending money, you're spending money correctly. And that's why we're here for you. Okay. So, one other thing I want to go on and throw in there, everyone that's watching, please subscribe to Johnathan Maness YouTube, okay? It's very important. I have a lot of wonderful knowledge. I've helped procure over $1 billion for my clients in the last 12 years, and I do it every day, and I spread good word and good knowledge every day, because you can't do anything in this world by yourself. You have to do things with partners and people who care about you, and I'm always out here trying to help my partners grow and help myself grow. So thank you, everyone that's watching and listening. So Mickey, go ahead and hit some more points that you would like to hit, going over the mattress and some future projects, and where you see Offloading Technologies moving forward in the next few years.
Well, we currently also produce stretcher mattresses for gurneys. We make hyperbaric oxygen mattresses. One of our other core businesses, we manage and run wound hyperbaric oxygen treatment centers in many facilities in the tri-state area. And we're very curious about the standard issue mattress that's in a hyperbaric oxygen chamber. And once we analyzed and compared and measured the performance of those standard issue mattresses, we discovered that in actuality, when a patient goes into an HBO chamber for a diabetic ulcer, they're at risk of a pressure ulcer on the sacrum, because there's zero therapeutic value when you lie on a 3-inch monolithic block of foam. So our HBO OXY-MAT is a world of difference. It's very therapeutic. It has the same design concept, calf pillow, heel section. All of our mattresses, we have a patented trapezoidal seat cushion, if you will, that is incorporated into the middle of the mattress. And then we're also working on seating systems, wheelchair cushions, and then also ultimately a consumer mattress for the common folks. So that's in the pipeline.
Beautiful. And what I'm going to do now, Mickey, I'm going to go ahead and screen share. I want to show people what the mattress looks like, so they can see it with their own eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in, okay?
Sure.
All right. So everybody that's watching here, Mickey, go ahead and walk us through here. You can see this, correct?
Yeah, I can. Well, here again, we have had the good fortune of partnering with Yamato Medical, based in Quebec, Canada, and they have fast become the 3rd largest bed manufacturer in the world. And they have a long history of actually producing bed frames for the 2nd largest manufacturer in hospital bed space, and that was Stryker. So they're experts, and we're thrilled to be part of their team. And so OXY-MAT is made available through Yamato Medical. But again, aesthetics, mean something. But when you look at the OXY-MAT, we like that royal color blue. We've also had the ability to silk screen, hospital IDN systems on the side panel, if you will. Like, we have a huge customer in the middle of the country, Mercy Health System, and they wanted Mercy Health on the side of the mattress. But once the sheet goes over, you're not going to be able to see it. But while it's unveiled, it's kind of cool to look at. So it's personalized for that particular hospital system. And if you look at pressure maps, again, that's just an example of what has been tried and tested and failed, if you ask me, because pressure is just showing pressure. And again, those pressure maps can be doctored. You can change the array file. You can make a 500-pound individual look like they're floating in zero gravity. And that's why CMS no longer accepts pressure maps as validation. And here are a couple of graphs of the OXY-MAT being compared to 16 different commercially available powered low air loss mattresses and or alternating pressure mattresses. And we're just highlighting the oxygen saturation for key bony prominences that clinicians are concerned about, and that's the scapula, sacrum, ischium, and the calcaneum. And some product specifications, custom sizes available.
Well, Mickey, we've hit a lot of great topics here. I want to give you, a few minutes here in closing. What do people need to do? What does the VAs need to do? Anybody that's interested in this mattress, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you and to get their questions answered and to get the OXY-MAT in their facilities?
Well, any interested clinicians or individuals can shoot me an email, and I'd be thrilled to respond. And again, we are overjoyed to provide you with a Zoom presentation, which we hope would lead to a no obligation clinical trial. Again, our science is irrefutable. The outcomes are unmatched. And if you take the initiative to fully investigate the OXY-MAT for prevention and treatment, you will find that this is ideally suited for whole house conversions. Will this be all that is required? No, because again, in an ICU environment, you will need a lateral rotation mattress. They may have pulmonary toilet and some other mechanical features that obviously the OXY-MAT cannot provide. But if the indication for use is comfort, recovery of a patient post-surgery, prevention of pressure ulcer formation, and treatment of any stage pressure ulcer, OXY-MAT can deliver on those claims. So please do not hesitate. Reach out to me, and I'd be thrilled to accommodate your needs.
Well, Mickey, I just want to say thank you so much for Maness Better Medical. You're an outstanding person. I love working with you and talking to you. You've taught me so much since the day that I met you, and I appreciate your friendship and being here. And we stand behind Offloading and OXY-MAT to the end. Same as Umana Medical. They are outstanding people, and same. Just thank you for your time is basically what I'm saying. And we will definitely share this out there, and the VAs will see this video very shortly.
Well, I thank you, Johnathan, for the time to share my story, and good luck to you. And please, everyone in the audience, stay safe.
Thank you. So everyone, again, that was Mickey Dyevich, CEO of Offloading Technologies, and just again, wonderful company. And I love my job. Okay, I love being Maness Better Medical and taking care and getting these products out to the VA. I have a mission every day. I'm working hard. My days are normally 15 to 20 hours long, but I love them. I love them because I see the changes that we're making in people's lives and what we're really doing with our mission. So again, anyone who needs this product, I am here for you, and I will get you any information you need to get them out there. So we got some great live streams. I'm going to try to go live every day this week. I have a couple more scheduled for this week. This Friday, I have Yankaddy. I'm looking very, very forward to sharing that product with you. It's for the Yankauer suction device. Some people know what it is, some people don't, but the people that do know what it is need to know about the Yankaddy. So you don't have to shove the Yankauer up under a pillow or lay it on the mattress or whatever. You actually have a place to stick your Yankauer suction device. So I'm looking forward to having that conversation on Friday. And just so thankful that we're growing so fast. We are able to help so many people, not only with Maness Better Medical and the VA, but my federal contracting knowledge. I'm growing a lot of businesses now. People come to me and I help them, and we grow, and it's working out. We've, like I told y'all the last live stream, we landed a contract for a partner that just come on, and it's just because I know how to do what I'm doing. And when I say that, I mean it. I know what's going on in the federal contracting world. It takes some time to so-called earn your stripes out here. Things are so confusing, and you have to have all of your ducks in a row all the way A to Z. But once you do that, you're able to help people be successful. And that's what my mission is. So not only am I growing Maness Better Medical, but anybody that wants to learn how to do federal and state contracting, reach out to me at the one-legbandit at Maness Better Medical. Do not wait. I started the stimulus check challenge in January. I want people to open their own businesses. We have to stand up as small businesses and get these small business set-asides. If we do not, they're going to go away. They're going to go to big business. They'll stop worrying about small businesses altogether and just jump over us. Let's be real. They don't want to deal with small business. They want to just go straight to somebody and get what they need. But thank goodness that the VA and other people really take into account in federal contracting set-asides, for example, woman-owned, minority-owned, veteran-owned, service-disabled veteran-owned set-asides, so we can grow and help others grow. So Again, thank everyone for the awesome live stream. Please go to YouTube, Johnathan Maness, and subscribe. Definitely growing there, getting lots and lots of views, lots and lots of subscribers, and just changing the world. So thank you. I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day.